Welcome to part 20 of our series. Today we are speaking about our first global civilization, about its development, evolution from our family of Homo sapiens, and about the next future of our civilization. From the traditional point of view, we have decided to unify organisms from very long time into a single species, as in our modern species, human being, we have unified more than 200,000 years long discoveries of fossils on our Earth. However, it is wrong. It's exactly the wrong point of view. The species as a subunit of our as evolution is always the same length. The length of hours in our cosmic clock are constant, and species correspond with hour of level 4 of 13.5 thousand years. All organisms, all fossils distributed over a longer period of time can only be members of a single genus or even of a single family with much longer hours. However, they could never belong to a single species. When we remember the division of our order primates onto the different families, the third recent one of them was the family Australopithecus, the second one was family Homo erectus, and the last one is our family of Homo sapiens. And the family Homo sapiens is divided till now onto three genera. The first of them we have called Homo sapiens heidelbergensis, because one found was near of Heidelberg in Germany. The second genus of our own family was the genus that lived between 172 and 7,000 years ago. It is genus Homo sapiens neanderthalensis, and as we see, it was divided consecutively into several species, and we have to order all of fossils dated earlier than to 6,740 years ago to one or another species of the Neanderthals. Our own genus Homo sapiens sapiens is very young. It was born in the last event of level 5, 6,739 years ago. And as we see, no another species could be developed till now. Our species has separated till now 6 populations, or as I prefer to call them, 6 biological civilizations. And the recent one, our own civilization, first global civilization on the Earth, has begun just 30 years ago. The previous one was the medieval civilization, which we see on this picture. The division of this civilization during events of level 2, each 92 years, has been precisely dated here, and there are very interesting points in the medieval history. However, we can also, with the same precision, we can divide any previous civilization, and also our own civilization will be divided every 92 years into separate generations. From the climatic study with our new paradigm, we see that during the last 7,000 years before our time, the climatic conditions have culminated 4,720 years before our era, and since then we have seen 6 separated optima, each one separated from each other with 1,118 years, and our present optimum 20th century, which is going down now, and we are tending to go below the long-term average level, temperature level. If we consider the recent cosmic quantum jump energetically, it's still more effective, still more imposant, because energy changes in square with the level of our cosmic hierarchy, not as temperature linearly. And we see we are still now in the very top of this quantum jump, and we are still going down with the energetic absorption through the Earth since the point 4,720 years before our era. Each next civilization on the right side of this picture will be shown soon. However, here we see the recent species of Neanderthals, the regular ones, regular Atlants, till the recent jump of level 4, just before the jump of level 5. And between the two recent jumps, we call the not finished species of Neanderthals as evolutionary Atlants, because they gave life to our own genus, to our own species of Homo sapiens sapiens. The sixth absorbed till now civilization in the Mediterranean area was Atlantic survivors, Old Egypt, New Egypt, Greek, Roman, medieval, and our first global civilization. And we see it is really true that a single civilization lasts just 1,118 years, and on different parts of our Earth we have, of course, different civilizations parallel with our own here in Europe. However, no civilization could live longer, because the climatic changes at the end of each period are so effectively changing the civilization that no one civilization could be considered living in two periods. Now, in summary, we have to note that our genus Homo sapiens sapiens is at the beginning of its long path through evolution. We have 150,000 years to wait until its end. And the next point we have to note, we are just very short after our birth from the genus Homo sapiens neanderthalensis, and it is quite new point of view on our own evolution. The next point is our future, near future, and as we see from the energetic distribution of our present cosmic quantum jump of level 5, we are going to the next through ice age in many thousand years, and in this millennium we have also to expect rather cold times for the next few centuries. As we see on this picture, the coming 25th solar cycle will be rather cold, and the tendency is falling down below the long-term average temperature on Earth. So when we are considering the future of our present first global civilization, we have to consider the climatic prognosis very seriously. And we have to change our behavior in relation to the Earth, to natural environment. However, we cannot change our climate. We have to be prepared for the natural changes coming in the next centuries. It's all for today. Bye bye.